In the previous lecture, we designed a system at various level of abstraction. We design a system at the behavioral level, we design a system at the structural level, and then we design a system at the behavioral level. Now we will go further down to the level of abstraction where there are more and more details. So now we will design a system at a level of abstraction that is at the transistor level. तो बेटा बताएं कि if we are designing a system at a transistor level, so it is at a higher level of details or lower level of details?
Lower.
Lower
Higher
level
levels.
details.
High level details.
No, it's a lower level details. Details are more. Yes, yes, details are more. I agree. Details are more, and we call it as a lower level abstraction. We talk in terms of abstraction, so it is a at a lower level of abstraction. Do you know about the function of a transistor? How the transistor works? In CMOS transistors. Anybody? Do you any idea about CMOS transistor, PMOS transistor, and NMOS transistor? Anybody has an idea? Did you study this in any electronics course, or should I tell you?
सर PMOS ट्रांजिस्टर जो होता है वो शायद नेगेटिव वोल्टेज पे एक्टिवेट होता है और NMOS पॉजिटिव वोल्टेज पे एक्टिवेट होता है.
Yes, very good. So actually, if we look at a transistor, so the transistor consists of three terminals. Okay, so this transistor, the CMOS-based transistor, consists of three terminals, and there are two types of transistors. One is PMOS and another is NMOS. If you look at a PMOS transistor, so now this is the schematic of a PMOS transistor, and it has three terminals. It has three terminals. Okay, it is gate, and then drain, and source. Okay, this transistor acts as a switch. This transistor acts as a switch, and this switch is controlled by which terminal? So if we see that this is a PMOS transistor, so this is a PMOS transistor, and it acts as a switch. And it is controlled by which terminal, beta? It is controlled by, there are three terminals. Gate terminal. Okay. If the gate terminal is 0, it's logic 0. Logic 0 means ground, and drain and source will
सर
be.
पीछे तीन तीन और मीटिंग्स थी, हम लोग उसमें बैठे हुए थे, पता नहीं था कि ये भी है.
बेटा बस जी, बेटा आप कुछ बोलना चाह रही है?
सर आपके चैनल में दो और मीटिंग्स भी है, हम उसमें आपका वेट
प्लीज
करते रहते.
नहीं, तो वो मैंने उनको बता दिया था ना कि यहाँ पे ज्वाइन कर लें. मैंने सबको बता दिया था कि आप ज्वाइन कर लें. ठीक है, कोई बात नहीं, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं. So please concentrate on the lecture now. Okay, so the PMOS transistor act as a switch, and it is controlled by the gate terminal. So if the gate terminal is logical 0, then gate and source will be connected. So it means that if we provide logic 0 here, logic 0 here, so it means that this gate and source will be connected. This is drain, and now this is source. So now, otherwise, we say otherwise, if the gate terminal is 1, if the gate terminal is at logic 1, then the switch will be opened. Switch will be open means that now in this scenario, in this particular scenario, now the drain and the source, now it's your drain, and now this is your source. So drain and source, and the switch will be open or closed?
Open, sir.
Switch will be open. So okay, so if the gate terminal is at logic 1. So this was for the PMOS. So now we need to study the operation of the NMOS. Now in NMOS, so it is opposite. NMOS is opposite of the PMOS. Its operation is opposite of the PMOS. So it also has 3 terminals. This is your NMOS. So what is the difference between PMOS and NMOS? G.
सर ये पॉजिटिव 1 पे पास करेगा
Now,
ड्रेन
what
टू
is the
सोर्स
difference in schematic? What is the difference in schematic? So how we can?
जो बबल का होने है इसमें
Not
Yes. So it means that there is no bubble here at the gate terminal. So in PMOS transistor, if we look at the PMOS transistor, it's the same. If we look at here at the NMOS transistor, if I paste it, so in the NMOS transistor, it also acts as a switch. It's also controlled by the gate terminal. So if the gate terminal is at logic 1, so actually the description is different. So if the gate terminal is at logic 1, then the gate and source will be connected. So the so it is active. It operates on active high logic. And if the gate terminal is at logic 0, then switch will be open. So now this is the only difference between the this is the difference between the PMOS and the NMOS transistor. So how we can design an inverter? How we can design an inverter using a combination of PMOS and NMOS? Okay, so now if you look at the there, how we can design? Now we want to design an inverter. And an inverter using a combination of PMOS and NMOS. So now we have a schematic of an inverter. A schematic of an inverter. So this is a schematic of an inverter. So this is a schematic of an inverter with an input of A and output of B. So this is the transistor level schematic. If we look at the gate level schematic, the gate level schematic will look like this. And if you look at the block diagram, so in the block diagram, the input is A and the output is B. So there are 2 different scenarios. So when there are different scenarios, the first scenario is when A is equal to logic 0. So when A is equal to at logic 0, so what will happen? So now we have 2 gates. This is G1 and G2. So G1 is PMOS or NMOS? ये बेटा बताएं.
NMOS sir.
PMOS.
G1
PMOS.
is PMOS because it's a bubble, and G2 is NMOS. Please turn off your microphone, please. Okay. So when A is logic at logic 0, so G1 will be on or off? Not about G2.
On, sir.
On sir.
On. So G1 will be on and G2 will be off. So in this scenario, what will happen? What will happen? So actually G1 is on because it's a terminal. So actually it means that the VDD, now in the VDD, the VDD is now connected with B and the ground is isolated. So what will we have now? So now B is equal to VDD, and that implies that it is equivalent to logic. But did you understand my point? Anybody?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
So now we look at another scenario. So what is another scenario? What is the other scenario?
A is equal to 1.
Is equal to 1.
When a is equal to 1. So in the another scenario, if you look at the another scenario, so in the another scenario, the a will be 1. So a is equal to logical 1. What will happen in this scenario, G beta?
सर इसमें G2 on
Gate 1
होगा,
off होगा
that is
और
G1
G2
is
on
off.
होगा.
G1 will be
G2
off
off.
and G2 will be off. And in this case, the VDD will be isolated, and the output B is connected to what? Ground, and V is equal to logic 0 or ground. So now this is actually, this is the functionality of an inverter. So the functionality of invert, it will invert the logic at the input level. So if it is in the input is logical 0, the output will be logical 1, and if the input is
Sir-
logical 1, the output is logic 0. जी बेटा.
सर ये A जब 1 होगा तो G2 कैसे होगा सर?
क्या कह रहे? Oh,
G2.
sorry. Okay, you're right. So actually G2 will be on. Yes, you're right. Okay. So G1 is here. It is G1, and now it is G2. And in the other example, now this is G1, and now it's G2. You're right. Oh, you're right. Okay. Now, if you look at the, this transistor, if you look at the transistor. Okay. So now, we know that no, this is if you look at the transistor here, so if you look at the transistor schematic, now this is the schematic of a transistor. Now this is VDD, and now this is your PMOS, and there are 3 terminals. We know that there are 3 terminals of PMOS. So this is your drain. This is your drain. The drain. This is your gate of PMOS, and this is your source of PMOS. And now I'm not drawing the second. I'm drawing the second transistor. I'm now drawing the second transistor. Now this is your NMOS. This is your gate of NMOS. Okay. And this is your drain of NMOS. Now this is your source of NMOS. Now we want to interconnect them. What we have done here. Now we have interconnected both the gates to the signal A. Okay, and we have connected the output to the signal B. And now this is the schematic of an inverter. Now this is the schematic of an inverter. Now this is the schematic of an inverter. If you look at the module, A and B. Now, if we want to design any, if we want to write the code for any transistor, so the format is like this: NMOS, and it is like this: drain, source, and gate. And if you design for the PMOS, it's also the same: PMOS, So we should write like drain, source, now if you want to write the very log code, if you want to write the very log code for this, if you want to write the very log code, how we can write the very log code, beta?
Sir, module inverter.
Yes, you're right. So we start with the module.
Input A and output
I
B.
can invert, module invert. Okay. And end module. End module is necessary. You have to write end module. What about the port list?
A, B.
Yes, you can also write BA or AB, whatever you like. B, I'm writing B at A, BA. But if you look at here, so input A,
Output B.
B is your output and A is your input. Now we want to design, now we need to instantiate, we need to instantiate, or we need to create two transistors, one of the type PMOS and another of the type NMOS. So first we can
Sir, इसमें एक wire है from source of
let's
gate
see,
1 to drain.
let's see that whether it is necessary or not. Let's see. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Okay. I don't think that we need a wire, and let's see that how it is. So if I'm writing for the PMOS, so PMOS, if you look at the schematic above, in PMOS, now the first parameter or the first input of a PMOS is drain. Okay. Where the drain is connected?
VDD.
VDD. You write VDD. What is the second parameter?
Gate, sir.
No. PMOS.
B.
Look at here.
Source.
E here. The first parameter is drain. Okay. The second parameter is
Source.
source. Source is connected with which signal?
Sir,
Drain of.
No. The source of the gate terminal. If you look at the transistor, the source of the gate terminal, that is highlighted in red. This is your source. Which signal it is connected?
B, sir.
B. Very good. Source is connected with B. What about the gate terminal?
A, sir.
It is connected with A. Now we look at the transistor NMOS. We in NMOS, the first parameter or the interface, first interface of the NMOS is drain. So in this schematic, drain is connected with which signal?
B.
Give it a.
B, sir.
What about the source?
Ground.
Ground. We call it VSS. VSS is for ground. Okay. VDD is for logical one, and VSS is for ground.
Okay.
And what about the gate?
A, sir.
You got my point or not?
Yes.
Okay. So actually now, so this is the schematic. This is the schematic of this is the schematic at the transistor level. Okay. Now, now we have another schematic. Another schematic transistor level of a NAND gate. Okay. So now we have a schematic of a NAND gate. Okay. For NAND, this is a NAND gate. A, B, A, B. Okay. Now VDD. And now it's your output F. So actually, if you look at the high level schematic, this is a schematic of a NAND gate. A and B. Okay. So now all these are, this is your drain. This is your drain. Okay. This is your source, S, source. Okay. Now you have the drain and source. This is drain and this is source. This is again drain and this is again source of all these transistors. Give it how we can write a Verilog code for this. Okay. Module.
Module NAND.
My NAND, because NAND is already there. Module my NAND.
FAB.
AND module.
What is the input?
A,
A and B.
What is the output?
F.
F.
F. Output. Now we need how many transistors? First we need
4, sir.
PMOS. In PMOS, how we can write? This first parameter is drain, source, and gate. What is the drain?
VDD.
VDD, sir.
Then
Source F.
Drain, first drain, source. What is source? Source is F.
F, sir.
And
A.
So this is the transistor G1. This is your transistor G1. G1. Now we are going to write a code for transistor G2.
सर उसके लिए सिर्फ एक ही जगह अब लिखा गया बी, बाकी से
Again, PMOS, VDD, F, and G. Okay. This is your transistor G2. Now NMOS. G. What's the code? What should be the code for NMOS?
F.
NMOS first is drain. F, yes.
सर इसके बाद इसमें तो आप वायर आएगी ना.
Yes, we need a wire. Very good. F is your output, and that is drain. Then source. What is source? Now we need a wire. So we need a wire. I will call it. You can call it C1. So then, first we have defined. We didn't define the inputs. Okay. Input. So I can write it input A, B, F, wire C1. Am I right? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And plus F. The first is drain, then source. What is source? C1.
C1.
And what is gate?
A.
What about the other transistor NMOS? So this is transistor G3. Okay, so this is your G3. Now this is your transistor G4 and MOS. What should we write now?
C1.
First we have to see drain. What is drain? C1. Then
VSS.
drain source. What is source? VSS.
VSS.
Okay. And what is gate? Now, if you look at this code, now this is your transistor G4. So if you look at this code, so this is the design of the main gate using transistor level or gate level?
Transistor.
Transistor level. And if you want to design the same NAND gate using gate level, if you want to design the same transistor using gate level, what can be the code?
DAD FAB.
So the code will be NAND. What is the output? F, comma, A, comma. So which one is easy?
Gate level wala, sir.
Okay. So now there are very ways to design a transistor, a system. So we are designing at various level of abstraction. We can design at the gate level, we can design at the behavioral level, and now we can also design at the. Okay, now we are finished with this. Now we have another level of abstraction. We are going to further and further these. So what is the advantage? It is done. It is device and technology dependent. Yes, it is dependent on the technology. Which technology are you using? And more optimization. You can do more optimization at the transistor level. What are these optimization? Like you can change the size of the transistor, or more optimization are there. But I'm not going into more detail at this level. We can study this later on. Now another description. Final description is the physical description. Final description is a physical description of a system. Now, in a physical description, we see that how different system components are interconnected and where they are placed. Now, until now, we have only studied. Okay, now it is a gate, or it's a transistor, or it's a transistor, but where this transistor is located on the chip, where at which particular location it is located on the chip, it's not described. It's not described. Okay. Okay. So now this is a physical description of an adder. Now we already studied adder. Okay, we studied an adder, and we studied a 4-bit adder. If you remember, we studied a 4-bit adder. Ji beta.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Now if we have an adder, and this adder has some area. This adder has some area. Okay. It has some width and it has some height. So now this, let's assume that the adder, now we have an adder module, 1-bit adder, and this adder has a width of 100, and this adder also has a height of 100. Okay. Okay. Now if you place it on chip, so we can decide the chip boundary. So if we place 4 adders, so let's assume we place 4 adders. Okay, so now we place 4 adders. Adder 1, I'm using different colors. Adder 2, now black color. Adder 3, and now again red color. Adder 4. So what is the total height of the chip? Gee, what is the total height? If I place it on the top of each other. Now what is the total height now?
300.
400.
Why 300 beta?
सर वो नीचे वाला नहीं बना हुआ था पहले, लैग था.
So, okay, no problem. So this is now 400. So the height is now 400, and the width is now
100.
Am I right or not?
Right, sir.
Okay. If we look at the, and if we define a coordinates, if we define our coordinates, and the, so I'm highlighting it here. So if we can also define some coordinates. Okay. So this coordinate is 0, 0. This coordinate is 0, 0. And this coordinate is 20, 0. So what does it imply? That this block is a width of what? 20?
20.
Am I right?
20, sir.
Okay. And if we have a height of 20, so what will be the this coordinate?
20, 0. 0, 20.
0, 20, sir.
0, 20. And what will be the coordinates of this point?
20, 20.
So if you look at any coordinate, and we are starting, okay, so we always start from the left bottom. So now this is your left bottom. This is your left bottom. This is your left bottom, and when you move to the right, so the first coordinate is changing, and if you move to the top, so the second coordinate is changing. Okay, you got my point or not? Okay. Now, if you look at this chip, and if you look at this chip, if you look at what will be the coordinate of this left bottom here, this bottom, this point?
0, 0.
0, 0. What will be the coordinate of this point? Sorry, this 0, 0. जी बताए बेटा?
100, 0.
आवाज नहीं, हाँ?
100, 0.
100, 0. What is the coordinate of this point? The right top.
400, 0.
No,
No.
100, 400. 100, 400.
100, 400. And this point?
400, sir.
0, 400. Okay, because the
Sir,
horizontal distance is.
आवाज देर से आ रही है, sir.
Okay. Now you can see, or you can watch the diagram, and then you will understand it. That's what I'm saying. Okay. And if you look at this point, so at this point, the coordinates will be 0,
100.
right? At this point, it will be
0 to 100.
0. And now this is 0, 300. Now what we did, now that this is the whole diagram that I have drawn. But if you look at this figure, can you see the figure? So now this is 0, 0, this is 100, 0, and this is 100, 400, and this is 0.
Yes, sir.
Did you understand this or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now we want to design an adder. So we want to put the adder on the at the physical level. So if you want to put the adder at the physical level, so if you look at here, so now this is C in. Okay, and now we have another signal A0, B0, and A0 here. A0 and B0 are the inputs. If you remember the adder example, did you remember the adder example or not?
Yes, sir. Remember.
Okay, now it will be S0. Let's assume this is your sum. S is your sum. So this is your S0. So the output of this, so this is C out here. So now here, this is your C out. It is the C out from adder 0 and C in for adder 1. Am I right or not?
Right, sir.
Okay. Okay. Now if you look at this, only at the bottom adder, So what is the location of this A0? This location of A0 or the origin of A0 and the origin of this 0. So this is 0, 25. And now this one is 0,
75.
75. Yes. And if you look at this, the origin of S0, it is in the middle. Now, how we can? Huh?
50.
150.
No. 100.
150.
The length is 100. 100.
And 50, sir.
And if you look at this coordinate, what will be this coordinate? This is S1.
50, 100. S1?
No, 100. 100 will be same.
100, 150. 100, 150.
Yes.
सर कैरी का नहीं करेंगे हम?
I'm not saying. I'm telling about asking about S1, not the carry. Okay. What about
sir.
S2? What about S2?
100, 250.
100, 150, and this will be 100,
250.
250. And if you look at the carry, this carry is now this carry out. This okay. Now if you look at carry in, what about carry in?
50, 0.
50, 0. What about this one?
Carry out. 50, 400.
50, 100.
Yes, 1500. So these are the origin of all the cache lines. So actually, if you look at the code here, now I'm just explaining the code. We are not going into much detail, but this module adder 4, the input is A30, A0, output is 30 sum, output is also C out. So now if you look at the chip boundary, this code, the boundary, what is the boundary of the chip?
0, 0, 100,
0, 100, 400.
100, 400. So if you look at the boundary, so the boundary parameter, if you look at the boundary parameter will look like this. Boundary parameter will look like this. Left. Okay. Left, bottom, and top, right.
Right.
Okay. So 0, 0 is for the left bottom, left bottom, and what about 100, 0? Top, right. Okay. Now, if you look at this port A0, now this is your port. This is your port A0. This is your port A0. This port A0. So the port A0 has an aluminum width of 1. So this is now if you look at a transistor, so the transistor has a gate terminal, and let's assume this is a transistor, and you want to connect this transistor with a metal layer. So this is a metal layer, and that has an aluminum width of 1. And what is its origin? What is its origin? 025. Its origin is 025. Now port P0, aluminum width of 1. What is its origin? 075. And port CI is a polysilicon width of 1, and its origin is 50-100. This is CI. This is C1. This is CI. This is the internal signal C1. And it's
सर ये
like
एल्यूमिनियम वाली बात दोबारा बता दें.
Aluminum, it is used to connect different transistors. when you want to connect one transistor to another transistor, so you it is for the port. When you are connected to the chip boundary, so you need to connect using aluminum. Transistor is made of different materials, and we will study this in more detail later on. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Now, if you look at the A0, so now this is A0. This is A0. This is your adder A0. This is adder A0. This is adder A1. This is adder A2, and this is adder A3. If you look at the at A0 origin is 00. At A1 origin is 0, 100, and something like that. Now, if you look at this, if you look at this transistor, okay. Now, if you look at even at a transistor, even if you look at a transistor, NMOS transistor. So now this is a schematic of an NMOS transistor. Can you see this on the left hand side? Yes. This. Can you see this?
सर एक क्वेश्चन है सर.
जी बताइए बेटा.
सर ये जो आपने ऊपर डायग्राम बनाई है, इसे स्कीमेटिक बनाई है, इसे दिखाएं. सर ये जो एडर A0 A1 के साथ कनेक्ट हो रहे हैं 50-100 पे सर, जो हम कैरी को दूसरे की इनपुट बना रहे हैं सर, इनको कैसे वेरीलॉग में बनाएंगे?
नहीं, this is the, I'm not using it in the Verilog. This is some other language. This is not Verilog. This is the physical description. It's a
तो
physical
सर उसमें हम कैसे बताएं? बस बताएंगे उधर हम.
I'm just showing you a file that how does a physical description of a design looks like, and it is automatically generated. It is automatically generated. But just want to highlight you that how does a physical description look like. Okay. Okay. I'm not running out of time. That's the reason I'm a little bit fast. Okay. Now, if you look at a transistor, any transistor, you have N plus and N plus. Okay. So this N plus and N plus, and now there is some. This is your source and drain. Now this is your drain, and on the top of this there is some polysilicon, and on the top of this is metal layer. On the top of polysilicon there is a metal layer, and now this metal layer is connected with your gate terminal. So when you apply a voltage, a channel is formed between the source and drain, and then there is a current flow. When you have a logic 0, so the channel is gone, and then it becomes open circuit. Okay. So if you look at a transistor at a more detailed level, so it consists of many layers. So on the bottom, if you look at the bottom, there is substrate, and there is also some ion implantation. Ion implantation in the source and the drain. Okay. Problem. It's hanging a little bit. Okay. Okay, so there is some ion implantation here. And substrate is on the bottom. Okay. So now if you look at any transistor, so there are some transistor layers and there are some metal layers. The transistor layers are at the bottom and the metal layers are at the top. So if you look at a chip, so the chip looks like a multi-story building, with some layers that are dedicated for transistor and some layers that are dedicated. Some layers are dedicated for metallization, and metal is used to connect one layer in. So if you look at this code, aluminum layer, so aluminum is the metal layer on the metal layer. Okay. And the polysilicon is connected. This polysilicon is connected with the gate terminal. Okay. So whenever you have any design, and when the design is finalized, so you need to place different components on the chip. On the chip. This is called as placement and routing. Now let's assume we have a design. We have this design. Okay. We have this design. बेटा आवाज आ रही या नहीं आ रही? Hello.
आ रही है सर.
आ रही है सर.
Okay. We have this design. Which one is the critical path? Which one is the critical path? Which one is the critical path? जी बताएं बेटा. ये critical path है ना? Okay.
Yes sir.
So in the critical path, if you want to place this on the chip, so what should you do? You should place the components that are on the critical path on the chip closer to each other. So there are two types of delay. One is the gate delay. If we place G1 and G2 closer to each other, so let's assume G1 has a delay of 2 nanoseconds, G2 has a delay of 2 nanoseconds, G3 has a delay of 2 nanoseconds. Okay, and if the routing delay is 1 nanosecond, and the routing delay is 1 nanosecond, and the routing delay is 1 nanosecond, what will be the total delay? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 nanosecond. So we can place this gate far away from this G4 and G3 because they are not on the critical path. बेटा आप समझ आ रही है या नहीं समझ आ रही बात?
आ रही है sir.
Okay. So whenever you will do the placement and routing, the placement and routing means it's also called as floor planning. We are to place different components of the design on the chip. We are to place it. And definitely this placement has an impact. This placement has an impact on the power consumption and also on the latency. On the length. If you place the transistors closer to each other, the routing delay will be less or more. जी बेटा आवाज नहीं आ रही. हेलो
Sir repeat कर दें वाली बात.
If we place the components closer to each other, so the routing delay will be less or more?
Sir उतना ही होगा.
No, if you place two components closer to each other.
Yes sir, less हो जाएगा.
Will be less sir. Smaller होगा.
Smaller view. Let's assume we have component 1 here and component 2 here. And now we have component 1 here and component 2 here. What about? So the routing delay here will maybe 3 nanosecond. And the routing delay here will be 1 nanosecond. Okay. So it's important where to place different components of a chip. So the whole delay of your design not only depends on the transistor delay, but it also depends on the metallization or the routing delay. So when you place your components on a chip, so there are two types of delay. One is the routing delay and one is the transistor delay. Okay. So in the physical layers, if you look at the physical layer, there are two layers. One is the transistor layers and one is the metallization layer. Okay. So you need to connect different transistors. You need to connect different transistors and logic cells at different blocks. So there are some routing resources are required. Routing resources are required to connect different transistors. And the routing layers may not lie on a single plane. They lie on different planes. Okay. For connecting two different layers, wire are used. Okay. Now I will explain this with an example. So now let's assume you have this. This is transistor layers. Transistor layer, and on the top there is routing layer 1, and on the top there is layer 2. So how do you connect a transistor? Let's assume a transistor is connected here and a transistor, and we want to connect this transistor. So how you do connect them? You put a wire from here to here at layer 1, maybe at layer 1, and then you connect this at layer 2 on the top wire, and then you connect them.
हमारी lab start होने वाली है.
Okay, I will finish in 2 minutes. I will finish in 2 minutes. ठीक है?
Okay sir.
बेटा समझ आ गई या नहीं आई? समझ आ गई बात या नहीं आई?
आ रही है sir.
Okay, so why are used? So this is also called as post place and route simulation. In the post place and route simulation, there is a simulation tool that extracts two types of delays. Delays is the delays of the transistor and delays of the interconnection, and now it constitutes the overall delay. So now we have two delays. The delay that is generated here at the transistor level and the delay that is generated at the metal layer. Okay, so in the post place and route simulation, we extract two types of delays. One is the delays from the transistor layers and other are the delays of the metal layer. Any question?
No, sir.
No, sir. Thank you.
Sure.